IUB, then shotgun shells in a bandolier. Cotton stands and dirty boots, I'm writing out my last good time. Take a sip, spit it out. I got a splinter in this fucking man's mouth. Take a sip, spit it out. It's just down the burn in this mountain man's town. Take a sip.
All right, welcome to Shooting the Shit, and another episode of our review of Mountain Monsters.
Long-awaited season finale review of Mountain Monsters on Destination America. I've been waiting for this episode for so long.
Oh my god.
After the Wampus episode, you knew good shit was going to be happening.
Wampus episode, for me, the Wampus Beast was really when it solidified that these guys are the real deal.
When you start watching the show, you start kind of questioning some of their choices, but as it goes along, you really do realize these guys are serious. This is a very well-crafted show. These people are very involved in what they're doing.
Because what happens is in that Wampus, they highlight in that Wampus Beast episode, like, these are family men. They're out really to understand, to protect their livelihoods, their families, and that's really why they do it and why they're hunting these beasts.
Yeah,
these
they all
monsters.
have a vetted interest in it. Now,
Yeah,
who are
they
the
take it
characters
very
on the
seriously.
show again? There's a trapper. There's Jeff. There's
Buck.
There's
There's
Buck.
Huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
That's security. Huckleberry's
Willie
for security.
and
Willie.
Wild Bill. Wild Bill's the best.
Yeah, and
Well,
what I
there's
love,
expert trapper.
He's a former Marine paratrooper. That guy's fucking real deal.
yeah,
Don't
what I
mess
love
with
about the show is every single person involved is bringing in their own unique skill set.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
To like really contribute
Right.
to the finding of these.
And Buck brings an
Cryptoid.
interesting look because he's like a younger person. He's the rookie, so he brings like a fresh kind of fresh air into the whole kind of group dynamic. You know what I mean?
So if you listen to our past reviews, you're fully aware of what we're into. This is Monsters, Mountain Monsters. These people are based in the Appalachian Mountains. This takes place primarily in West Virginia,
Right, yep.
of the United States.
Yeah.
These guys,
American Heartland.
yeah, true Americans are going out there with guns, flashlights,
Trying
maps.
to kill these beasts that they don't really
trap.
even understand.
They're really trying to
Yeah,
trap it.
but they'll defend themselves if necessary
Right.
because
Absolutely.
these really like we talked about before, they're destroying people's livelihoods. They're
Right.
taking their livestock.
Here,
I
here's the
don't
thing.
think they're doing it. It's really not out of choice. These guys, they live here. It's like
It's necessity.
It's
right.
forced.
yeah, they got to
And
protect
the
what's
show,
there.
that's
But
why
they
a show
have
like this
those
is so
skills, and this is
necessary.
just-
That's
this
why
is
you
why
have
they do
like documentaries like what's that one about SeaWorld to free the whales?
Free Willy.
Free Willy.
Free Willy 2.
There you go.
Yep, that
And
was
these
it.
guys, like finally there's a network out there recognizes the condition, the hassle that these guys have to go through.
Brave enough to tell this story.
Yeah, brave enough to tell the story. And
Yeah.
as we all know, the Appalachian Mountain Range full of cryptoids, tons of unknown beasts.
It's a cryptozoologist's dream.
It's
to
a
just-
wet
to
dream
just
for a
move out to the
cryptozoologist out
Appalachians
there.
and live there. There's so many
honestly,
undiscovered
we're
species.
we're so sheltered here because we live, suburbs.
All
you
we
know,
have around here is the Jersey Devil,
right?
occasional Sasquatch,
But not even
Occasionally.
us.
Rarely.
and every once in a while a werewolf will pop around in your backyard. In this show,
Yeah.
you get the full realization. These guys really have to deal with some very paranormal creatures that need to be taken care of. You got to make some traps. You got to bring some guns. You got to shine a few flashlights in the
You got to be
woods.
ready to pull the trigger too.
Yes.
You can't be afraid to shoot at these things.
Absolutely.
You
On
know?
on 2 episodes ago, somebody commented about Trapper's flashlight, how it's so small. I looked it up. It's like a special, like I don't know the brand, but it.
Oh,
I
the
guess
T-
when it's
the Tiger
smaller-
9000.
No, it's called something else, but it goes. You could see a lot farther, like when you shine the light.
It's a
larger
brighter
flashlight,
light.
It shines shorter distance. A larger flashlight.
It's actually
That
it's a
one kinda
brighter bulb.
penetrates through the
What they
woods.
do is they take the bulb. The glass structure is actually thicker at the base, and then at the end tail, it's actually thinner. So the light actually goes further.
Right, yeah, because
Yes.
the traditional flashlights, they're spread out. They have a greater width.
Bigger
that they
spread.
light up, but they won't travel deeper into the woods.
All right.
This is made for penetrating that tree line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be discussing the final episode of the first season.
man.
This was dealing with the lizard demon.
Right.
Wow, this was one of the most compelling. This
And
was
I'm
one of the most intense episodes.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
of
so
the
glad
show.
they dealt with this
nuts.
creature because this creature has hassled me in the past.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I own hens in the backyard.
I don't think
Right.
that's funny, honestly.
sorry.
Like,
In my backyard, I own about like 6 or 7 hens.
Yeah.
And every day they lay eggs, but every once in a while, about every maybe once a month, one of the hens is missing. And I have
horse
to-
shit.
What do you mean?
What is that supposed to mean? Like you have a lizard demon in your yard running around stealing your chickens?
Well-
like this is West Virginia. We're
Well, who's to
these
say
guys
that-
these guys really deal with this shit, and you just make fun of it like that.
Well, look, I didn't want to jump ahead, but this is at the end of the episode here. We see that they're firing. They find the lizard demon, okay, and they're shooting at it. They're unloading their shotguns, everything, all the firepower they have at this son of a gun.
Yeah, and
and,
also-
and it goes upriver
Right? How recent
towards Pittsburgh.
was with your chickens? How recent did that happen?
Just last Tuesday,
All right,
I was
so-
out there. I was getting the eggs.
Yeah, we
'Cause
don't
I like
know
to have a
when
nice
it was
crisp
recorded,
omelet.
This episode, so
And
it
Henrietta.
could be.
Are those eggs
I mean,
make your omelet crisper?
Yes,
Those
and not,
hens'
not
eggs?
only are the hens lay perfectly delicious eggs, they're actually more like yellower.
See, I don't like that. We're
'Cause
going off
organic,
topic.
organic.
I mean,
Well, no, this is important. Look, this is the
they
man's
were
livelihood.
saying, they were saying how fast
This
it
is the
was,
man's
so
livelihood.
I'm saying no. I believe you. It could.
Yes.
Maybe it could have moved up.
What I
there.
did not mention though are the scratch marks along the barn.
How fresh were they?
Yeah,
Fresh.
fresh.
Absolutely
Did the-
fresh.
was
They
the
lay
wood
an egg every day.
oxidized on the scratches.
The
'Cause
scratch
that's how you
marks.
tell. Yeah.
Yes, I could tell that the scratch marks were fresh because when you scratch something, you can tell if they're fresh or
There's
not.
usually a
because,
smell from the
because
wood.
The wood oxidizes. If it's fresh, it's a lighter color. If it's
That's
been there a
true.
while, it's
However,
gonna
I had
change.
my friend Barney come up,
Yeah,
He's a
Barney
carpenter.
knows
I
what he's
hate that
doing.
guy.
and he notified.
Barney likes you.
No, he doesn't.
Barney
he
has
does.
told me that he
No,
likes
he
you,
doesn't.
boss.
Yeah, we were hanging out the other
he-
night. We
all
were
the
at the
time
bar.
when he no.
No, Barney says
The
you.
way he looks at me.
When he
That's
You
just
just-
his face.
You see the way he looks at me.
That's just his face.
has his face, he said
You
some
guys
things
were
in the
invited
past.
to his barbecue.
Yeah, but I didn't go because I've.
Did you know I didn't go? Why didn't I go?
Barney
I
said
don't know,
he
you
invited
could've
I
you.
gone
wasn't
in my
invited.
stead.
Oh,
No,
that's
he
why
said
I didn't
he
go.
said he asked you on Facebook. He said
The point is, Barney
You never
knows what he's
check your
talking
Facebook,
about when
that's the
he's
problem.
talking about wood. He looked at the wood. He said this was done within the last 2 days,
And your coop
man.
is like
and they were lizard scratch.
no, that's hardwood too. That's
lizard
not
demon.
a softwood.
They were lizard demons.
It's not
Lizard
like pine.
demon.
That's
Yeah.
that's hardwood maple. It's different.
Well, that's what it's a lizard.
that-
It takes a regular
but that's what I'm
lizard
saying.
cannot scratch.
That's what
through
I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah.
It's not just pine
Yeah.
or cedar.
Well, that's the proof.
Here's the thing.
That's the proof.
Thank God this episode came out because now the public is made aware. Destination America has done me a massive favor by releasing this episode, letting the world know that the lizard demon exists.
It's like it's universality. We could share the plight.
Sure.
People
Now
will
you don't have to
empathize.
feel like we don't have to feel like we're alone.
People like there's. I mean, this lizard demon has been torturing people. Now it's. I mean, it's obviously it's up here now, taking Oxnard's hens out. I mean, it's tortured people like farmers down in West Virginia from like Mark and J Bob,
Right.
And now it's made its way up.
Mark's
I mean, obviously, what happened was when
story
they
was-
got away from the monster hunters, the mountain monster hunters, it made its way up the Ohio River, maybe
Right.
through some tributaries, and it got its way. It was heading towards Pittsburgh, and it made its way towards us. It came east. Oh, this is terrible.
Now, what I love about this show is they always add in like the fat guy doing some kind of goofy task.
Right.
Oh,
This
yeah.
episode
Yeah,
added
little
a
moment,
special.
a little levity.
Yes.
Well,
this,
Buck's the rookie. He needs like his hazing.
A little rookie hazing.
They
Yeah,
like to
it
throw in
happens.
some light stuff since the rest of the episode it's like so it's so hard. Like,
and when you're
It's a
hunting the
fraternity.
lizard demon, you need to set up a trap. What they've done here,
This trap is so genius.
it's basically a tube with a grate that will fall down once the lizard demon is within.
This is, I mean, like I don't know how these guys engineer these things because I would never even think to come up with it.
It's really
It wasn't
genius.
even just. It was like an old oil tank. They came up like the sophistication. It's the traps are really sophisticated. That's what
well, it's
I
not
like
just that.
about
It's just
them.
like the metal work. I mean, using that kind of thing and molding it like that, and I don't know.
It's simple.
impresses me.
I mean, it's so simple that like I would never even occur to me. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
Usually the simplest, like...
It's
tool.
almost as though like
Yes,
a retarded person built it, but because it's so genius,
it's more like a savant.
yeah.
Yeah, like
It's like a really
Willie's like the
stupid
Rain Man of
redneck
traps.
douchebag made it.
Well, no, it's really
but
Wild
it's
Bill's.
excellent.
yeah.
Yes.
I think it's really Wild Bill.
No,
I
Willie did it.
think
Willie
Willie's-
and his helper Mark, but
Wild
Bill.
wasn't there.
You know, Wild Bill, typical Wild Bill. He just shows up after all the hard work is done, and he shows up for the fun,
He's the most legit one.
for the
in
fun
my
part,
opinion.
because he just wants to cut
Wild
up
Bill.
the
No
lizard
way.
demon.
No way.
He cuts him 3 ways: long,
right.
deep, and
You
what?
heard him.
What was it?
He carries
Hard?
a knife around.
Long, deep, and hard.
Think about that. A knife. These guys have shotguns easily. He knows.
He brings a knife to a gunfight.
He has skills, man.
The point is, the show really exemplifies what America is. These very outside thinkers who are just bringing to the table the best innovative
lot.
ideas.
Yeah, a lot of effort goes into
Yeah.
this because you see, Jeff, the research that he does, every time they're interviewing people, you see he's taking extensive notes.
It's the American way. You're solving your own problems. You're not,
He's
you're
writing
not
the
letting it
notes.
so-
Right,
like-
and it's not. Don't mistake it for vigilante justice because it's not really that. It's. I mean, it has that kind of spirit of vigilantism, which I think is part of the spirit of America and of being an American. But you know, it's that ability because the Second Amendment allows you to to have your arms, bear your arms, protect yourself, protect your family, protect your livelihood, and you can
rights.
employ this American ingenuity and find these beasts and do what you have to do, protect yourselves.
Now, going back, I hate to like repeat myself, but the Wampus Beast,
Yeah.
what a spectacular episode! Just to go back, if we're going to
That
do
is,
like
I
a,
think, one of my
like a
of the
retrospective
season, that's one of the best episodes
of the season.
Yeah,
The Wampus episode really is
What
a
was
glaring.
that rancher's name? Because
Nolan.
I felt
It was
for him,
Nolan.
man.
Nolan. Yeah. First of all, that guy had a beautiful farm.
Yeah, I know, beautiful cattle.
The Hogs.
That's Willie's.
That's Willie's
Oh my
hogs.
God! When they, oh my God!
There you
That's
go.
why. That's
See,
why.
that's
This
why-
is personal.
Yeah, because that
They're not
the
just
Wampus
going out
Beast.
doing this
Well, I
shit.
mean, they remember every. You go. I mean, I don't want to repeat ourselves here
Right.
because you can just go back to episode 6. I think it was right of the first season. But I mean, when Willie's he loses a couple of piglets to the Wampus
3.
Beast. 3 piglets?
3 piglets.
Yeah. It was terrible. That was so sad.
And the beautiful
So
thing
emotional.
about this show is every episode they find a carcass, freshly
beasts are out there.
freshly eaten, stripped clean carcass
The livestock.
that is
Their livelihood.
obviously real.
Oh yeah.
Nothing about it is fake or produced in any fashion. Spectacular.
Why would it be? I don't understand.
Such a
what you're
cast of
talking
characters. Like, you really have to marvel at the fact, like, the casting director really found these great men, American men, who do things.
Mountain men.
Mountain monster men.
What's good is that they understand that this isn't just lore, like local legend.
Right.
These monsters, these things, these.
It's
these
not like a guy
creatures,
came
these
up
beasts-
with it while drunk in a bar.
No,
No, it's
Like
not
the
like
night
they're
before they
real.
started
It's
filming.
not like everybody else who's just just gonna go on
It's not like a-
pretending that
like
it's
a-
not real,
like a
go
meth
on,
fuel-
just brushing it off like it's somebody else's problem.
Yeah, it's not like a meth-fueled, like, redneck fantasy.
right.
It's actually
Wild
like...
Bill is not some cocaine addict
Yeah.
who comes in there all high and ready to go. He just wants to stab something or shoot something.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
what
like
he's
these
about.
guys are like
That's not what he's about.
inconsequential pieces of shit
first
who
step-
don't matter.
towards the solution is recognizing the problem. That's what they do.
Yeah, it's not like they're a bunch of fuckheads who like do shit and like the show is a piece of shit. It's
No.
the exact opposite of that.
These men are scientists.
Yes.
They analyze the creature. What is it doing here? Why is it doing this?
Right.
Who is it doing it
how,
to?
How can we kill it?
Right.
Okay.
Well, trap it. They're expert trappers.
Well, but really, I mean, they got to protect themselves.
It's
That's
not
what it
like
comes
they
down
find
to.
the fakest
At the
paw
end of the
print
day.
in the dirt and then claim that it's real, despite the fact that they're all ignorant morons. Like, it's not that at all. It's not that they're idiots. It's not that they're stupid or dumb or
bearded.
that I can't believe the show has ever aired. It's nothing about that. It's the fact that, these are just great people doing great work, helping me protect my hens because they're going out there and doing the research.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean, Dexter?
Absolutely.
Dexter knows what I means.
I understand completely. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Excellent.
These guys are Americans, true Americans.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Good. Well, I will say this. I think that Mountain Monsters is possibly one of the greatest shows on television today.
That's true.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If Breaking Bad was still on the air, it would give
Look out.
It would give Mountain
Look out.
Monsters a run for its money, but
Look
Mountain
out.
Monsters would still be number one.
You better put your watch on the table because Mountain.
I'll put my monsters where my mouth is.
You better keep time because it's gonna go.
It's
Running
passing.
out.
It's gone.
Someone say April Fools, please.
April Fools.
April Fools.
Oh, gotcha.
This is the worst fucking show we've ever seen in my life.
I'm completely serious about how much I love this show. By the way, this show is garbage and it's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I would suggest to anyone who's
How
listened to this,
fat is this one guy?
Buck is the I defy you.
Human spear.
I'm pretty. The only person that I've ever seen on a screen that's fatter is Gilbert
The
Grape's
most
mother.
impressive part. What?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? The movie.
Oh.
Johnny Depp's mother is like a fat. She's so fat she can't get out of bed, and we're off the couch, and so this guy Buck, who is one of I love all of these guys. Buck, so that's why I feel like I can say
Wild
this.
Bill is awesome.
Buck is one of the fattest human beings I've ever seen walking around.
right.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
He is
mobile.
so. And what's happened? We were watching the show for the first time, and we watched this demon lizard episode for the first. That was the first episode we watched, and they're opening up. They're driving in a truck somewhere, and Boss and I had the same thought. We thought he was like one of the biggest people,
Oh,
like
yeah.
tallest
And then
people
he gets
of
out,
this
he's
ridiculous
5 foot
group.
tall.
He's like 4'6", and he's 500 pounds. He is so short and fat. I don't know how he can walk around.
I
He's going
love,
up hills in the forest.
He's a
And
medical.
I love
Shocking.
how Wild Bill walks.
He's a
so
medical
tough and
anomaly.
bow-legged.
Wild Bill is bow-legged, and
so
his
hilarious.
nostrils are his
They
septum.
are huge nostrils.
His septum is practically
And
non-existent
he
from
doesn't have
cocaine
his front
use.
teeth, I'm pretty sure.
No, he's missing front teeth. These men are what we got. Huckleberry,
And I like
who
his
is-
brim
and
on his
Jeff.
hat. He really curls it all the way.
Oh my god, these people are. I find it hard to make fun of them because I actually genuinely like this show.
They seem like nice people.
I want to hang out with them. I want to go on an
they
adventure
have
with them.
fun, even though
Maybe
their
for like
whole
20
show is
minutes,
horseshit.
but then after a while, you're just like, okay,
See,
I guess
this
I
is
could
the
do
thing.
my
I
thing.
think if this show didn't exist, they would still be doing this on their own.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, you want to film us? All
I
right.
think it's more fun for them because you have like producers planting footprints and fake carcasses around the forest and everything, and they kind of like they're basically LARPing. You know, like I think it's hilarious. Like, I mean, do you think they actually believe in this stuff?
I
Because
think
what
some
happens
of them
is
do. I think some of them do.
If
At least
anyone
the rookie, I
watches-
think he does.
I
maybe
think they're-
the rookie's the only one.
they're not that
maybe
good
Buck is the
actors.
only one. But
They
I think
believe it.
if you watch
true,
the show, and you'll see that they never question or even ask or ponder like any kind of hypothesis about why this beast is here or what the creature actually is that they're tracking. They just say, "Oh, there's a Wampus Piece print. Oh, no doubt about it. Oh, we got here a demon, a lizard demon," and they just immediately accept it.
It just seems like you can make up whatever kind of abnormal creature you can come up with, and they'll just be like,
They totally
we're
buy
gonna hunt
into
it, and we're gonna make a trap for it, and then we're gonna make the fat guy do something funny,
And
then
if
we're
it
gonna-
comes
and then we're
anywhere
gonna shoot
near us,
guns at the
Yeah.
darkness.
if it comes anywhere near it, anything that rustles in the tree line that is within 50 yards of us, we will fire a gun at.
That was it. Mountain Monsters. Watch
Fabulous.
Greatest show I've ever seen.
Look forward to our Walking Dead review.
If you like fat hicks,
and
watch
who
this show.
doesn't?
I'm telling you, watch the show.
There you
It's
go.
incredible.
Happy
Happy April
April
Fools.
Fools.
Anyway, that's it.
Mountain
Ay,
Monsters.
ay,
I'm
Tune in.
Oxnard.
Dexter.
Boss.
Walking Dead is coming soon.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to our continuing
Welcome to another episode.
of Mountain Monsters review.
No,
Nope.
not continue. It's going to be our first one.
No, but I figure we should pretend like it's
I
like...
thought we would do
No,
like
because
another
we
episode.
we didn't do any of them.
Yeah, but that's the
Exactly.
joke for April Fools, that we've been doing it. So
No,
we're
but they'll just look and see we haven't. That's dumb. I don't know.
I think the whole thing is dumb.
Let's just say we're doing it for the first time.
But we're doing the season finale. But then that's not an April Fool's thing because we're doing.
I
the
figured
season
for
finale.
April Fools it would
I
be...
thought it would be like the thing is like, oh, like we're acting like we've been watching the show, like we've been investing our
No.
time in the show.
That's what I was thinking too.
yeah.
It doesn't make any sense because we have.
Of course it doesn't make sense. It's April Fools.
It's an April Fool's thing.
The idea is
What-
like...
what
Well,
is
no,
the-
the
what is the
fools is that we're
fool?
taking it seriously.
Yeah, but we're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
But not
But
only are we
we've
taking
been
it seriously,
taking it seriously.
but we've been
the
reviewing...
entire
We've been
season.
watching it. We haven't been reviewing it. Obviously, we haven't been reviewing it.
Yeah, but that's
the
part of
fool
the
is that
trick.
we take it seriously. That's what it is.
No, but you're missing the point.
No.
You're missing the what?
What point am I missing?
You're asking me what the April Fool's is, and you're saying it. Oh, it's because we really didn't do reviews of this before. What I'm saying it's because we're pretending we're taking it seriously. How is that not it?
No. What we're saying.
No,
is
no,
that
no. We're saying
we are
is-
taking it seriously.
pretend
but
we've
been taking it seriously.
Yeah, pretend
for the
we've never
entire
reviewed
season.
Game of Thrones. Pretend we've never reviewed Walking Dead. What we've been reviewing is this shitty show.
Why?
Because that's the April Fools.
That's
Like,
that's I don't understand what the fuck you guys are talking about. How is that the April Fool's?
This makes
That
sense
is
to
so
you, right?
Stupid.
It makes sense to me.
I don't know how it makes sense.
We're
It's
on
so,
the
it
same
sounds so dumb.
of course it's dumb. It's April,
April
Fools.
Fools.
It's the
Also-
dumbest, but it's not like a smart
But
April
what's the
Fool's.
point? But
It's
what's
frickin'
the point?
Stupid.
But what's the point of just saying, "Hey, we're gonna review it"?
So go.